my shoulder doesn't come up. It doesn't come up here, it stays down, right? You can see my shoulders don't elevate. My elbows are pushing into the floor. You want some big biceps? We're gonna break down dumbbell supinated alternating curls. I said it. You want some big biceps? You. So your success of a dumbbell curl or any kind of curl is gonna be your ability to lock yourself in the lat, right? So depressing your shoulder. So when we're doing them, it doesn't really matter if you're doing a bicep curl, like say like a hammer curl, supinated, pronated, whatever you're doing, it's your ability to keep this locked into place wherever you decide to have your arm. So like for instance, if you're doing like a drag curl and we're coming up here, we wanna be able to kind of keep ourselves locked in when we're pulling ourselves up doing it, right? Keeping our lat locked in. If we're doing like say like a dumbbell curl, just from a hammer curl from the side and just doing it from here with the arm in this position, we're locking the lat, pushing in, and then like putting our elbow out a little further, being able to lock in the lat again, and almost like scooping the weight up as well too. So doing that basically is really thinking about your elbow positioning the entire set. So yes, you're doing a bicep curl, but I want you to think more so of how can I keep this arm into place wherever I start my actual curl, right? So what I mean is if I'm gonna do a bicep curl and pull to here, where my elbow starts to come past, I start to really turn that elbow up or that wrist up and start flexing, it stays in this position, it can stay down, my shoulder stays down. What we don't want is for you to come here and then we start elevating the shoulder and really pulling this thing up, your shoulder up. And that's basically when you pull and you're kind of trying to pull with your traps. And most time you get this pure pulling and they're kind of doing this and pulling the weight up or trying to assist the flexion with this. So, a couple things you're gonna do, easy, is we're gonna roll our shoulders back and away from your ears, right? Or pretend there's a hook on your chest and someone's kind of pulling up like this, right? We're gauging our core, we're gonna be in athletic position from the feet, so we don't wanna be like stiff like this, like this, Johnny. Be like relaxed, right? So from the ground, get yourself in the athletic position. We got some cushion down here, slight little hinge, right? Chest up, shoulders back away from your ears, or just hooking your chest, pulling yourself up like this. And then you're gonna take your hands from here, right? Naturally to the side, you're gonna try and touch the floor, right? We're gonna try and reach down and touch the ground without moving our shoulders, without protracting or retracting. Our positioning being here and trying to touch the floor with our hands. We're trying to reach to the ground. If you can see when I turn around, if I'm trying to reach and touch the floor, you can see my lats start to engage when I'm trying to touch the floor, right? Now, I'm gonna do the same thing with my elbows kind of bent, like a robot, right? We're here, and I'm gonna basically do the same thing with my elbows. I'm gonna push them to the floor. Right now, they're locked in a little bit, and I can almost feel my chest pulling down as well too. That'll basically be like the intercostal head of your pec that's pulling your shoulder down, helping that. So you should feel almost like this part here, and then your lat, right? Pulling yourself down. So if I do that and let my arms rest, and try and just flex my arms up while I'm keeping my elbows pushed down to the floor, that's gonna keep my shoulders in place. So what this looks like when we do a dumbbell curl, basically, and I'll do it from the side, is that from here, we'll start from just like a hammer curl. From here, my elbow gets flexed, and you see how my shoulder doesn't come up. It doesn't come up here, it stays down, right? If I do a supinated curl while I'm pushing the front, we're gonna scoop that down and then pulling right up. And I'm elbows pushing down on the floor still, and then down here. So from the front, look at a hammer curl. If you look at my shoulders back and away from my ears, I'm letting the weight actually help depress my shoulders. And then from here, doing a hammer curl, I'm keeping those elbows thinking I'm pushing down to the floor, and I'm pulling up. And you can see my shoulders don't elevate. My elbows are pushing into the floor. Now we're gonna do a supinated curl. We're going to basically come out, pushing your elbow into the floor, scooping, locking the lat, and pulling up, and then down, full, right? Now a couple of things we're doing this. Now if I wanna make this harder, remember, anything further away from your midline is gonna be a lot harder. So if I was gonna do a curl from here, it's easy for me to pull up from here. Everything's really close to my midline. If I wanna make it harder, I wanna push my arm out here, and the lever gets out much harder, right? So to make this harder, what we're gonna do is, we're gonna do a little swing, right? Almost like a front raise, but slightly going out. Then once that elbow is passing the front of our body, then we're gonna curl up, and then down, and then back to the side, right? We curl up with our elbow past our body, the front of our body, and then down, and then we don't put it back until it's fully extended, and then back down to your holster, if you may. So think, close to the midline, pulling up, super easy, still a good set, still a good rep. Make it harder, pulling your elbow in front of your body, and then pulling up, and you're gonna extend that lever, making more tension on your bicep. And then keeping that elbow pushed down to the floor when you're pulling up, and then down. Hey, check it out, guys. Everything I'm talking and going over in these videos are actually in my personalized, customized one-time plan for you. So if you want something customized for you that makes sense for your lifestyle and for your goals, hit the link in the description below. Back to the show. Peace. This is what your set should look like, or reps. We're here, bodies up. The supinated, alternating supinated dumbbell curl is here and then down. Here and down. Man, we're locking the lat, scooping it up. Locking in lat, scooping it up and controlling the weight. Pulling right up, and then I don't twist right back until my elbow comes back to my side. Curling up, and I'm staying supinated until my elbow gets back to my side, and then I'm back down. Remember, I'm supinating right from the start, scooping it up, locking in the lat, coming right back down. Scooping, locking in the lat, coming back down. Scooping, locking the lat, and down. Scooping, locking the lat, and then coming down. And that's how you optimize doing a dumbbell curl, whether it's a supinated curl, a hammer curl. Use those tips and cues to help optimize your dumbbell curls. Anyway, guys, that is it for today's video. Guys, if you use any of those cues, let me know in the comment section below. And let me know if you guys like this type of format. And guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video, because if you did, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share. You know, I'm coming with that topic. It is transparent, vulnerable truth. And for coaching, johnrashid.com. If you want to know more about my coaching, guys, book yourself a 15 or 30-minute consult. And at the end of the consult, I deduct off any package you pick. Also, guys, see the description below for those discount codes and promo codes that help save your life or change your life for the better, like Johnny 10 for 10% off BlueStarNutraceuticals.com. And guys, I'm on Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat. Send me your progress pics, your video clips, and your training clips, and I'll repost it for you. Because you know how it is. Iron sharpens iron, progressive overload your life. In the meantime, keep dream chasing. Peace. Hey, you over there, you want some biceps? That's right. Check this video. We're gonna optimize doing dumbbell supinated unilateral, dumbbell supinated alternating curls, dumbbell supinated alternating curls. You want some big biceps? Check this video. You want some big ass biceps? You want some juicy arms? This juicy arms? So you want some juicy biceps? You want some juicy biceps?